Time for a twins pod.
Then I'm getting sucked off.
Yeah.
Man, that's the reason why I went to the military. I wanted to go to fucking Japan. I wanted some of that long time. Man.
Yeah.
I saw a Full Metal Jacket. I said, I stopped joining the Marines. I want to be an Asian chick.
Yeah.
It was well, my friend's going to jail, but I saw that movie. I said, man, this is what we're going to do.
Seemed like a cool thing.
We're going to go to Japan and find ourselves some wives.
I mean, we was like from a small country place. Man, we didn't have shit going for us. So we thought that was great and didn't even go to Okinawa or Japan. They sent me to fucking California.
Oh, yeah. Were you at Pendleton?
I was MCRD San Diego, the recruit depot.
Okay. I lived right down the street from there.
No shit.
Yeah, when I was with the SEAL teams. Like, that's pretty much where I lived for 15 years.
Yeah, I was in Tustin, California, the old air wing before they closed it down. I was stationed there the whole time.
So you guys were separated?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Did you guys go to boot camp together?
No, they wouldn't let us.
They said
That's
we
what I was
wouldn't
going to ask, yeah.
that we wouldn't make it. If we was in the same platoon, we
These two
wouldn't make it.
troublemakers, yeah.
They said, man, the drill instructors would have had a field day with us.
Yeah. So you was in Korea for a majority of your childhood.
I remember we was in boot camp.
What?
Oh,
it is.
split up.
When our platoons crossed by?
Our platoons crossed, and then the gunnery sergeant, what was his rank?
Drill
Staff
sergeant.
sergeant. Drill instructors. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a staff sergeant, and it's been so long ago. He said, and he called us both out in front of both our platoons, and they just fucking just hammered us. It's like, how did your mom have fucking two of you?
Thank God messed up twice.
Just shitting all over you, yeah.
Yeah.
Shitting all over us, and it was like, dude, I'm surprised I didn't fucking kill myself in boot camp.
That's what makes you a Marine, though.
It was horrible.
Marines get treated, they get treated like shit all the time, man. That's why
Every guy there, before they went home, they at least cried once.
Yeah.
I probably cried like... but it made us tough though.
Yeah, that's right. That's the Marine Corps, man. They keep you all in cages and rattle it until it's time for war. And it's
There's
like,
a big
let 'em
psychological
loose.
game.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Yeah. I did 5 years with the Marines. I was a corpsman though. Yeah.
So you was a medic?
Yep.
What was that training like?
Well, after I went to Navy boot camp in '99, and then you had to choose a rate. So when I joined the Navy, and dude, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, just get me out of here. But then,
Open contract?
Oh yeah. It was like, but what I told him, I was like, hey, I want to be a SEAL. Like I knew, I was like, if I'm going to do this, I want to be like a warrior because I watched, all the Rambos and everything growing up. So in my 18-year-old mind, I'm like, yeah, that's looks awesome, right?
Yeah, I remember growing up the Rambo.
Yeah. Yep, and Predator and all those movies. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, that guy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rambo, and Sylvester Stallone.
I told him, I was like, hey, I want to be a SEAL, and he's like, oh yeah, no problem. And contract was done right there, but he's like, you got to pick a rate, which is like your job in the Navy before you can go be a SEAL. So I picked corpsman because he said they're hurting for corpsmen. So he's like, if you pick this, you'll be sure to go to BUD/S. It actually ended up being the opposite. I got done boot camp. They're like, you ain't going to be a SEAL. Like they're overmanned in corpsmen.
These recruiters are a bunch of liars.
Oh, they are, man. He got me. But so you go right from boot camp to Corps school, which is like where you learn basic first aid. I mean, it's nothing like. They might have changed it by now, but back in '99, it was like you come out of there maybe like a half-ass nurse. You're like, I know how to do some things, but then you get to choose while you're there to like, what do you want to do for a job? Like, do you want to go to the fleet on a ship, or you can go to the Marine Corps because the Marines don't have their own medics. Like we supply them. And so I was like, I want to go to the Marines. I'm like, I'm not going to a ship. I was already disappointed in the Navy. I was like, dude, the boot camp was a joke. I was like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, walk around in bell bottoms.
Yeah, man. I did. I had, we were one of the last ones to have those.
I was on a Navy ship, the USS Mercy, and it was nothing but dudes.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing but dudes. I was like, why would you join a Navy?
It's like a floating prison.
Because 6 months at a time, you at sea, right?
Yeah. Or longer.
Yeah. And I remember the atmosphere because it was a bunch of just dudes, right? And then all the females are officers. And all the dudes was following the females around like they were prey.
Yep.
Yeah, they were just sucking her like they were vultures.
Yeah. You get them deployment goggles,
Yeah.
Yep. They start looking better and better each day. And especially if there's only
They
one
were
or two
hideous,
females.
too.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's the thing.
They were dogs.
Yeah.
That's what Trump would call. These are dogs. These are little pretty girls, but Yeah. How long was your training to be a medic?
It had to be like I might 2.5 months, maybe 2 months.
Okay.
But then you go to field med school. If you're going to go to the Marines, they send you to like this mini Marine boot camp. And it's also you learn in medicine, but it's sort of like, hey, that gets you ready for the culture of the Marine Corps. So you're there for another couple months, you know.
But just tell them it's a bunch of dumbass kids from all over the country.
Oh yeah, believe me, it's the same in the Navy too, man. It's, you got you got everything ranging from some kids are smart that want to volunteer, but there's a lot from bottom of the barrel. Like I was one of them. Like I got nowhere else to go.
Oh, you look at the world's finest over here. I remember I had to go to the dentist when I was in the Marine Corps, and he gave me some fillings, right? And later that day, I got a fever. Right, and I remember I was getting my fillings done. They told me he wasn't a real dentist who was in training.
They all are,
right?
Yeah.
So he got infected, and I went to the San Diego hospital, the Navy hospital down there. Yeah, Balboa.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, we got to take this tooth out. It's infected. If we don't take it out, it's gonna fucking kill you because it's that infection is gonna go straight to your brain. You're gonna be if we don't take it out now, you're probably gonna fucking die."
You know what's crazy is I had the exact same thing happen to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not joking. They yanked like 3 of my teeth out, and I went to a civilian dentist when I went home because I was having issues, and he looked at my shit. He was like, "Yo, who did this to you?" And I was like, "The dentist at the Marine." And he's like,
"Yeah,
dude, if you could sue." He's like, "This dude destroyed your mouth. Like, none of these had to come out." These were all minor problems.
Yeah.
But like you said, they're all in training. So
and they training on the recruits.
Yeah.
Look like if they're in training, maybe you should put a real doctor with them when they're training. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you would think.
Yeah. I don't know, but Dad to pull the tooth, and when he pulled it out, the doctor's laughed. He said, "Man, it's a bunch of green shit came out your face." But I pulled that tooth out. He's like, "Fuck, you got gangrene over your head
and your mouth."
Yeah, he was laughing. He's man, I pulled a bunch of green shit out.
Damn.
He said, as soon as I pulled the tooth, it looked like a river green shit just start flowing out your face.
That can jack you up though, real good.
Yeah.
They're right about that because I went to when I went to BUDS, which was SEAL training. I had all that work,
right?
Or we're not even call it work, whatever they did to me done. And I'm going through Hell Week, and near the end, like I felt like someone was hitting me with a baseball bat in the side of the mouth, and I was like, "Dude, what?" And you can't see yourself; you're already jacked up.
Yeah.
And then one of the instructors pulled me out and was like, "You need to go to medical right now." And I was, and I'm trying to refuse. I'm like, "Nope," because I don't want to get dropped.
Yeah.
But they had to take me to emergency dental. The same thing. They're like, "If this thing is so infected, if you let this go, you could lose your jaw."
Yeah.
So they had to
a lot of people die from tooth infection. It's like one in a it's actually serious.
Yeah.
Fucking Marines.
Shout out to
Simplified
Navy dental.
That shit was nuts.
Yeah. What is it like going through SEAL training?
I guess it depends on how you look at it. I loved it. It was. I mean, I fought for 4 years when I was in the Marine Corps to get there. I kept putting in orders trying to get there, and kept getting denied. And eventually, some chief saw my record and he was like, "Dude, why hasn't this guy's applied like 25 times? Let him go." So he let me go, and so by the time I got there, I was thankful to be there. So I mean, it's tough. It's just another selection process. Just to see how bad you want it. And
Dude, you know what? Before I joined the Marine Corps, me and Keith was vacuum cleaner salesmen.
Door to door. Chief was the supervisor.
Some Dyson?
Some damn
Kirby's, right?
Kirby vacuum.
And we had this dude, he was a salesman. He said he tried to be a Navy SEAL and it didn't work out. He said they dropped him off in a helicopter in underwear with a Rambo knife out in the middle of the jungle. And he had to get to a certain point. And he said he never made it.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's selling vacuum cleaners. That he's full of shit. That doesn't happen.
He was a liar.
Yeah, dude. And I heard all and that's what's funny when you're prepping to go. You know, you're talking to people and like, "Oh, this is what I want to do," and you'll meet a lot of characters that say they went.
Right.
"Oh yeah, I went," and they'll make up some outrageous story. Like I heard. You had to kill a puppy, they make you have a puppy and, kill it at the end.
He said he had to sleep in a tree or the lions would have got him.
Yeah. All right.
I said, "Dude, you went to sleep in a tree?" I said, "Well, can't the lions go up the tree?" He's like, "Yeah, but I slept with one eye open." I was like,
they teach you to do that in the SEALs. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, none of that shit is true. It's just, dude,
You got to be like a fish, though, right? You got to be able to swim very well.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to be comfortable in the water. But there's people that show up there, especially the brothers, man. Like,
they can't swim?
Yeah, some of them have a hard time. I mean, and you guys are like more muscular dense, so they sink. But they make it through, man. I mean, it's just perseverance, and sometimes they have to put in the extra work when buzz is not going on to pass. It's how bad you want it. But it's actually pretty, dude. It's pretty simple, man. There's not a lot there. There's pull-up bars, logs, sand, and water.
Do you have to do a certain amount of pull-ups in a certain amount of time, or is it a time restraint when you run a certain distance? Or
yeah, so while you're there, you have to. I mean, you every morning. You wake up PT at like 5 a.m. And you have instructors out there just, they're doing, you do hundreds of pull-ups or push-ups or whatever that instructor's good at is probably what you're going to do the most of. And then you got to have, you got to meet the standards so you got each week you got to do a 4-mile time run. You got to meet, the times get cut shorter and shorter as you go on. So you have to get faster.
Oh, wow.
You got to do a 2-mile ocean swim each week and pass it.
2 miles?
Yep, in the ocean.
In the ocean?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think I could swim 10 feet.
I mean, it
2
depends.
miles in the ocean?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you definitely got to know how to swim pretty well. I mean, you don't got to be a super swimmer, but like for those, I mean, and that's what's great about buds is there's so much stuff that you have to pass and be good at. They'll find there's a weakness for everybody, right? So,
I see.
Like for me, I could run real fast and I could swim fast. I was like 155 pounds, but I was definitely in great shape. But then, log PT, which they're, beating you. You have a log for 3 hours and you're having to hold it up. And I mean,
a log?
Yeah. So you're on a log with 4 or 5 other people. And they're just putting you through exercises for 3 hours. And that's probably one of the most punishing evolutions. Yeah. So it's one of the, they'll find a weakness some way and exploit it.
Right.
It's just, all they want to see is, can you get past that weakness? Can you, do you have the grit and determination, and can you just keep going and not quit?
So they make you fall. They just want to see if you can get back up.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like I said, there's no magic to it. It's just don't quit and meet the standard.
Yeah, you went through Marine Corps boot camp, right?
No, I went to Navy boot camp, but then I went to, like I said, to field med school, which is, I wouldn't even call it Marine Corps boot camp, but they try and emulate it a little bit to try and get you used to the culture. So I did 4 years at Camp Lejeune with one.
Yep, I've been at Camp Lejeune. I've been there.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Remember the massage parlors?
There's one on every block. You called them the Jack Shacks. Yeah.
The Jack Shacks?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been you get paid on what, the 15th and
first.
In the first. Yeah. As soon as we got paid, we was going to the Jack Shack.
Yep. Or they had that strip club, Driftwood, right outside the front gate. And that was, there'd be like a line wrapped around that trying to get in. 1st and 15th, yeah.
Nothing but Marines today.
Everybody looking for their wife,
Man, that was the good old days, man.
It was, man. It was a good time there.
I wish I could go back and do that all over again. I didn't realize how good it was, but
my son's in the Marines right now.
Yeah,
he graduated boot camp last December, and
okay.
So he's at school in Virginia, but I call him. I'm like, "How's it going?" Man. It depends. Like some days, like, man, fuck this. Like, I want to get out. But then some days, like, no, it's going good. I'm like, let me tell you something, dude. I was like, this is the best time in your life right now.
Yeah,
right when you get in and you're like experiencing it all, and you
all these different people.
And you're gonna make buddies for life. I'm like, dude, like, cherish it. Try to, man.
I wish I could go back and do that.
Yeah, and I said take pictures. Yeah.
I didn't take no pictures.
Me either.
Man. Well, we didn't have pictures. We didn't have cell phones.
Nope.
That's true. But
those Kodak.
Yeah. You walk around with a damn Polaroid all day. So man, I wish I could do that over, but
Yeah.
Did you try to talk your son out, because you went through some? You had a lot of good times, but you had some very, bad times.
the end of my career was definitely pretty shitty. But no, man, like he came. So he's that dude is like a brainiac, man. He's smarter than anybody else in our household. So he went to UC Santa Cruz to get his chemistry degree, and he was
Chemistry?
there. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, the dude, his homework he was doing, it looked like hieroglyphics to me. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Right. I remember my sister brought home a calculus book. I don't even see any numbers in it.
Yeah,
just letters.
That's how I feel bad for my kids because I'm like, listen, man, I was a punk. Like, I don't know shit. Yeah, I'll try and help you out as best I can. Yeah,
right.
But yeah, he went during obviously COVID. His first year was when all that shit was going on with me, and then the next 2 years COVID happened, and up there in Northern California, it was like a left extremist boot camp he was going to, like not allowed outside his room, I mean they were Nazis up there, so he finally called us and he was like, dude, I'm not doing good, like mentally at all. I can't, So I flew out there with my youngest son. I was like, pack your shit. I drove him back to Florida. I was like, you'll rehabilitate here. And then we'll finish out your classes. And while he was home, he's like, I ain't going back. He's like, I'm not doing it. I'm joining the Marine Corps. And so I had a 2-day talk with him as a dad, like, hey, you sure, this is what you want to do? And he's like, yep. And he gave me all the right answers. And I was like, I support you, man. I was like, I don't, even though that crap happened to me, I was like, I have no, like, I love the military, man. Like my family was, I was raised in it. My family's got a legacy in it. I think it's a good thing. I just think right now we just have some piss poor leaders running it, and that can change.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Prices of everything is high as shit.
It's high as hell.
Yeah, we all know it's because of inflation. It's much worse than our politicians want us to know.
The good white people at Genesis Wealth Company have put together a comprehensive wealth guide to help protect your assets tied to our failing dollar.
Go to goldrushpatriot.com and let our friends at Genesis Gold help you get prepared today. And the best part about this guide, it's 100% free. Tell them the Hodgetwins sent you. Yeah.